do you think that it'll transform productivity and the structure of the economy? And will it finally lead to reduced working hours and that utopian vision, or something like that, that John Maynard Keynes envisaged when the first technological developments were coming into place decades ago, that we would have such short work weeks and there would barely be a need to work?
Well, that would be typical of my life if they're going to do that after I retire. But I think AI is going to be a tremendous problem going forward because we really need to have a bunch of questions that we sit down, we talk about, and we think about before they read. The normal mechanism is we ignore it, the problem develops, becomes a crisis, and then we go, what do we? How do we get here? What do we do? Right. Well, that's what AI is going to do to us. And I'm of the belief, in fact, that we are, a podcast, we have a video coming out either next week or 2 weeks after that on AI and jobs. Because if you take AI and you combine it with robots, why do we even have a work week? I mean, what job would be left? There's not a job that an AI robot could not do. And right now, you can say, well, the price will come down, and you'll be able to get one in your home, and it'll be able to do all your housework for you. Okay, how are you going to pay for it, right? Yeah, these are solvable problems. Maybe we go to a basic economic income, but okay, how is that going to work, and how's that going to function? Does everybody get the same income? What do you and what about the value of work and what that does? When I went through basic training, my TI told me basically, because in the U.S. military, you can work for 20 years and then you can retire, right? And he said, if your plan, talking to 20-year-olds, if your plan is to work 20 years, retire at 40 and go fishing, you're going to be dead by 45 because if you don't have something you're doing, you will not survive. All right.
Yeah, it's going to destroy capitalism because there'll be no basis for competition. Because if everyone has a homogeneous level of income, then what difference will there be in society? That's why absolute equality is so damaging. And on one side, blue collar workers are being squeezed by robots, and then the white collar workers are being squeezed by the intellectual aspect of AI. That's why I think that we have to give workers a stake in the development, and we have to build the economy around cooperatives, around minimum worker ownership, and we actually have to give workers a stake in development by making sure that these new technologies augment workers rather than replace them. And that's how we give workers an economic stake in our future.